What is up, guys? So, I'm going to start doing tournament recaps for you. So, this year I fished plenty of tournaments. I do film them. I haven't posted any yet. I don't film the whole tournament, though. That's the only thing. So, to start off with, I had a tournament last weekend of April in Wisconsin. Opening weekend is the first Saturday of May, normally May 7th, I believe. But there's a couple lakes in Wisconsin where you can fish all year round because they're river systems. And Lake Wisconsin is qualified as one of those lakes because it's a river, so it's the Wisconsin River. And we had a tournament out there, and this is the recap for it. So, stay tuned. So, to start off this tournament, it's a 2-hour drive from my house. My old house, not this house. It would be a 2.5-hour drive from this house to get there. So I'll probably never fish that lake again. But it's a fun lake to fish. Very cold, tough, windy the day we had it. We started off in the morning. It was already blowing 15 miles an hour straight from the north, which blowing right down the lake. 4 or 5, maybe some 6-footers mixed in. I'll show you a clip of that right now. We got soaked because we went up and we fished in a bay. I can't remember what it's called. Some of you guys might know Lake Wisconsin. You guys might know. But it's up on the west shore, kind of like Midwest. What am I saying? It's Mid-East shore. And Mid-East shore. I go in that bay. There's already another bass tournament launched. There's a bunch of bass boats in there trying to hide from the wind. I get in there. I'm just fishing water that's already been fished. So I do what I normally do. I know what kind of work down Lake Wisconsin. I fish my strings. Instead of skipping a Senko, I skipped a jig around docks. Water temp was 53 degrees if I remember correctly. And it's just a big shallow flat. I'm going down docks. Right here I'll show you a clip. My GoPro died right as I broke off a gigantic bass, like huge, like 5-pounder at least. I was skipped underneath this jet ski lift. I hopped it out. I pulled it over the rail. It fell down. I watched him come out eat it. I jacked him. I don't know what it was. My line instantly broke on that reel-eyed line from the previous year. I stretched and stuff, but I guess maybe it was weak. So, blows me why that broke. But then after that, we end up working down the shoreline, and I'm fishing a jig. I got it right up in the boat. All of a sudden, my line takes off, wraps around the trolling motor. So I set the hook anyways because it's not like, what am I going to do, not set the hook? Set the hook. I'm fighting this fish. Fighting it. I see it's a big old pike. Partner's messing around with the net. The net wouldn't open. It was broke. It was being a piece of crap. So I get down. I grab the pike right behind the head, throw him in the boat. About a 30-inch pike. Throw them in the live well because we can weigh pike in our tournaments if they're over 26 inches. So threw the pike in the live well. That was my first fish that I caught. And then I work my way around the whole bay. I throw a buzzbait down on the shallow flat. And then I move over to a set of docks. I go between 2 bass boats. I either get to go behind them, or go right in the middle and work down. So I went right in the middle and I worked down. I fished real slow. I fished every section of the dock with a jig. I pitched in the back section of the dock. My line pops. I feel him swimming with it. I reel down, jack him. About a 15-incher, 15.5, 16-inch bass. Good 2.25 pounder. Well, guys, the camera's been dead. I caught one northern so far, about 30 inches, and caught this. Northern count in our tournaments. Just caught this 15.5-incher, probably about 2.25. So I was like, oh, this could be a good start. Worked the rest of the way around that bay. We didn't get any bites. So we decided to go back out and go back down to the bay we launch in because the wind was just picking up. We knew the waves were going to be huge. At first, it didn't seem that bad. I'm running, I get wide open, I'm going like 40, 45.
Ready? And I'm cold. Yeah.
And I had to completely back off. I hit these waves. They're like 4 or 5 footers. I'm getting airborne. We're getting soaked. I should have not been driving like such a retard, but I was. Instead of slowing down and just keeping the bow up, I went fast and I was skipping them. We didn't spear any, but we did get wet.
Hang on, buddy. Whoa! It's a little wet up here. Dude, they're close to 5 footers now, easy. They have to be 5 or 6 footers. Hang on, they're only gonna get bigger, so just hang on. Hang on. Whoa!
So then we got back down to the bay, and first dock I pull up on, I literally click the GoPro off and I skip my jig and I catch a 14.25-inch smallmouth. So I throw that in the live well. I start working the docks. I get down the docks and I catch one on GoPro, which you guys will see right now.
Could be on this fucking dock. 70 and sunny. 70 and sun. Oh wait, 75. Sunny and 75. Is that the song? Yeah, I think so. You ever listen to country? 75. You ever listen to country anymore? No, not really. Running like a back road.
Oh, he might make it. Oh no, no way. He's a little male. He's squirting some juices everywhere.
What are them juices called?
Nice little smallie there, guys. I keep working these docks. I catch a legal. Didn't get it on the GoPro. Threw it in the live well. I worked these docks back and forth for an hour or two. Caught a lot of fish off them. A lot of shorts. Then we ended up going. I went over to a rock edge. I threw a Nico rig up along the rocks. Lost about a 15-inch smallmouth. Came up and jumped in its mouth. It wrapped the Nico rig up and rehooked it, so I didn't even hook the smallmouth. Jumped, flew my Nico rig out. Worked around, did some deep cranking. Ended up catching some carp and other crap. Then I threw a TRD. Thought I hooked a 5-pound smallie. It was like a 5-6 pound sheep's head. That was upsetting. And then by that time, the tournament was pretty much over, honestly. So I go to weigh in. I'm like, everybody's talking about how tough it was, and I'm like, dang, I might have this thing in the books. And just to throw this out there, at about 12 o'clock, I gave up. I don't have any confidence fishing the same piers back and forth. I just felt like I was wasting time, but I wasn't going to run down the lake. I just wasn't going to do it. So I just fished these piers back and forth. After about 12, 1 o'clock, I just kind of stopped caring. I just kind of skip my jig around, I get a bite, whatever. So I go back to weigh in like half an hour early, and I put the boat on the trailer, and I waited, and then I go to weigh my fish in. And my pike ended up weighing like 6 pounds or something, so it was a really nice pike. And my bass ended up weighing about the same, like 5 or 6 pounds for my 3 bass I had. So I ended up having the most weight, because you get a certain amount of points. So I ended up taking first place at the first tournament of the year at Lake Wisconsin, so that was awesome. I mean, I caught all my fish, honestly. I was using a 7-foot medium heavy carrot stick, Wild Black, with a Revo SX, 15-pound fluorocarbon, and a jig. I used it all day. Switched through all kinds of jigs, all kinds of craws. Didn't really matter. It was just about getting in front of the fish had to be really finesse about it. It was raining all day. It was cold. It was about 45 degrees that day. I don't even know if it made it to 45 degrees, so one of the coldest tournaments I fished in a while, but it was a fun one, and I got first place. So hope you guys enjoy this recap type of video. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments if you like it. I'll keep making more of them. So as always, thanks for watching, guys. I appreciate you watching.